There are two different approaches to finding strategies in a text. Before we get to those, though, let's quickly review the different categories of strategies. Remember that strategies are going to be appeals to ethos, like when a writer is appealing to their credibility or authority, pathos, like when a writer appeals to emotions or shared values, or logos, when a writer appeals to reason, argument, or facts. Appeals can be linguistic, like when particular words are used to achieve an effect, structural, like when particular organizations or shapes are used, or even multimodal. Whichever form the appeal takes, though, it will be one or more types of an artistic appeal. So how do we find these strategies in a text? If you know what the purpose of a text is, you can look for elements in the text that support that purpose. So, for example, if I'm analyzing a charitable organization's website, I may believe the purpose is to get visitors to donate money. In that case, I would look for strategies directed at getting visitors to donate. If I'm unable to find strategies that support what I think is the purpose, then I most likely have an incorrect purpose. This is why one should start their analysis of strategies with purpose only if they are absolutely sure what their purpose is. A different way to find strategies in a text is to start by looking for appeals. Once you find a number of appeals, you can then see what patterns emerge from them and more easily derive a text's purpose. One additional note on locating strategies in a text. When searching, it's best to begin with the most obvious or explicit strategies and work down to the most fine-grained ones. So, you might begin with multimodal strategies, because these will be the most apparent and easily locatable. Then, you could look at structural elements like organization, layout, and shape. Finally, you could look at linguistic strategies in what the writer says and how they say it in their text. If you proceed in this manner, you may have a sense of what the purpose is after you work through the more obvious strategies, and this can help you more easily identify appeals that are happening at the text level. Remember, though, that your work with strategies, like all your elements in a rhetorical analysis, will be provisional. You will need to gather as much information from the text as you can, make hypotheses, and then check these hypotheses against other things you know about the text.